What's up, guys? All right, so we're going to talk about when to cancel your offer with a motivated seller today. I had one to comment on one of the videos. A guy asked me this and I want to answer it for you guys. If you're just now tuning in, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on notifications and give me a like, and I will be dropping new videos Monday through Friday for you guys so you can absolutely go into 2020 and crush it. So let's get right into it. So when do we cancel offers with motivated sellers, right? So we make a lot of offers. Obviously, you're not getting deals if you're not making a lot of offers, right? So what we do is typically this. I'll give you a couple different scenarios of how we would handle it, okay? And what that looks like is, let's say there is a situation that someone is a maybe, okay? It's a maybe seller that wants to sell 5-6 months from now. We make them an offer and they're saying, okay, so how long does this offer stay valid for? What we would do in that situation, depending on circumstances, the house, the deal, like do they like the offer, do they not, those factors, we would make a decision based on that, and then typically do anywhere from a week, you know, to a month. You know, we're gauging motivation, right? If we're trying to like push them harder to close, but we're certainly not going to allow the offer to be valid for months down the road, right? Because here's the thing about real estate, guys. We all know that the market changes all the time, okay? So if you go out there and say you're going to allow an offer to stay valid for 5-6 months, whatever, then guess what? And they call you 5 or 6 months later, the market's changed. Maybe that house isn't worth nearly as much money anymore, and now they're expecting you, right, and your company reputation is you know, put on this offer, that you're going to honor that. So you need to make sure that you're always setting expectations, okay? Very, very important. You're being very transparent, honest, direct. You are there to help your solutions company, but at the same time, you also are a business. And make sure they understand that, right, to justify why you would be retracting or canceling that offer after a certain time period. Now, another situation that you will commonly find yourself in, and this is the one that's more alongside of like a harder close. You're dealing with a really, really motivated seller, right? So you got to get them to make a decision fast, get them to take that action, sign that contract, lock up that deal. So in this scenario, what we would do is we would make it very, very quick, right? So it would be, maybe it would expire in 24 to 48 hours. And then if we know they have other people coming out, stuff like that, we're not going to leave that contract with them. Okay, we will not leave it with them, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll use that against you. Okay, so they'll take that contract and show it to other people that they have coming out, other wholesalers, investors, and use that, and then someone outbids you by $500. Even though it should be not about the money, it should be much more about you solving that problem and closing them based on that. It's still, you're going to run into these people that, and if you haven't got your brand down, your pitch refined to where you can relay that information to them in a way that gets them to take an action immediately, you do not want to let your offer stay hanging out there, because they will use that. Some sellers will use that to just get a little bit more money, and it works a lot different when, you know, they go to another wholesaler investor that goes out to the property. They say, yeah, I have an offer for $90,000. It's like, oh, great. You know, so you actually have a written offer? And they're like, no, but they made me an offer. So that also will help you, right? Because then that puts doubt in this other wholesaler investor's mind. So it's this whole thing, right? So these are a couple scenarios that I wanted to run by you guys, how we would handle this, how we'd retract our offers, cancel them. You don't want your offer just hanging out there forever in the majority of scenarios, okay? So look, I love you guys. Make sure you drop me that like, make sure you subscribe, turn on that bell for notifications. And guys, REI Automator, that link is down below, 30% off. We just did all these updates. Now we have the tax delinquent list in there on the county level that everyone wants, that the highly desirable tax delinquent list that no one can get. We have that in REI Automator. We brought a ton of updates in there. You guys need to check it out, but I will see you on the next one. That link is down below. Peace.